how I did it. Like, I don't know Spanish at all.
What happened?
Hello?
uh, yeah, like I'm always amazed when I get good scores on Spanish because I don't feel like I really picked up a lot of the language.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always amazing to me too.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, congratulations.
Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, I can hear you.
jeez.
It's that bad man that tries to kill us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looks like everybody's here.
Yeah.
I think somebody went to go make dinner.
Okay.
Or no, Nancy left to go find something to eat.
I am
Okay.
back.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I was weak and I Uber Eats from TGI Fridays.
Yeah, there you go.
Just
Nothing
thinking
wrong
of
with that.
Nice.
Except it'll take an hour and I'm starving.
I was thinking of
Oh well.
doing Uber Eats or making myself a salad and a baked potato, but I was like, oh, it's gonna take too long. So,
Yep.
That whistling is the music for today.
I was gonna ask, did you get the music back up?
Yeah, I think I figured out the issue.
Oh, cool. Yeah, sounds good.
It'll get progressively worse sounding throughout the night, but hey, for now it's working.
You
How's
gotta
that
start somewhere,
sound?
right?
What's up?
You gotta start somewhere with it, though. I think
Yeah,
it sounds good
exactly.
where I'm sitting.
Make it sound basically non-threatening, maybe.
Yeah. It's not terrifying.
It is titled Unsettling.
Yeah, that's fair.
What was the song that was that you played for the spiders the first time?
That is a battle track. That one. Oops. Oh. I just turned down the volume all the way. There we go. That one was called... Darkest Dungeon.
Oh yeah, okay, there you go.
I just search YouTube. At least for right now.
So what happened over the Facebook chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Lots of stuff happened, surprisingly. During the week, I was getting kind of down, like, oh, nobody likes my Facebook chat idea. And then,
I just had to make an account.
yeah. Today it exploded.
I love the Facebook chat idea.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
great.
fun.
I think
Yeah, it really is.
We gotta get Nancy in there.
Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't play during the day anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I feel bad. Like if I'm at school, like I don't want to hold up the the whole thing, but I can't really
Yeah.
do my phone.
It's all
It's all pretty casual.
Yeah, there's nothing major happening.
Cool.
It's all just, casual roleplay stuff. So, join in when you can. If you can't, it's all good. Like, I think Jim asked Onyx to do something, and then 4 hours later, Lemoyne joined in. So, it's totally casual. It can work whenever you have the time. Yeah, and if you can't make it, it's not a big deal.
It might be good, like, if we ever end up in a normal place, like downtime stuff.
Yep.
Like we have like 4 days, we'd like instead of having everybody here to talk about the shoes I want to go buy or whatever it is.
Exactly.
Do that there.
Yeah. That way we don't spend an entire
like
session shopping. I call that.
Wait a minute.
I call the shopping the shopping sessions El Chapo.
We had to deal with a minor kitchen fiasco, but I'm back now. What on earth is that?
That
That's
would
the
be
DM.
Ah,
The unsettling music.
That's the mating call of a murderous bastard.
We're all
right.
going to
So did
die
I take
eventually.
damage from Fruffles?
You didn't take damage from Fruffles.
Okay.
By the way, for everybody
That's why I
who
put him down, because I was like, shit.
I guess I didn't put it clearly. Fruffles was kneading into your arm in a playful or
Oh yeah, but when you said it hurt, I'm like, oh shit, maybe I should
well, yeah. I mean,
put him down.
maybe it's just me, but every time a cat starts kneading into my arm,
No,
I'm like,
they
"You
do.
bastard."
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yes.
Yes, they do. And then they bite
Stop
sometimes.
it, cat.
You're so cute, and I know you're showing that you're comfortable and everything, but damn it.
But you don't have to use your fangs in my arm.
Exactly.
Or I don't know if everybody else, but at least mine bite.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Whoever's
Especially if
did
they want
that.
food, they just walk up and bite you right in the arm, and it hurts because they hold on for a little while.
Yeah, my Malcat, he will just come up and bite me, and it usually means, hey, nobody's fed me yet.
Yeah.
Ow.
So let's do a quick recap. Does anybody want to cover just what we did last week first? Can anybody help me out with it? I'd like for this to be more collaborative for the recaps, just because it helps me to see what you guys remembered, so that way I'm not forcing on details that you guys aren't paying attention to.
So
good idea.
we ran back to the inn with, what is his name, Cavern?
Uh-huh.
I remember we came back to the inn, Onyx and I went up and watched I think it was the guy in the robe out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody want to take it from there?
We ran into Gobby the hero,
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
all dressed up and ready for war. There was a guy that Leandra and I ran into that was dying, and he had a wound that wasn't healing at all. Anything else happen in the end?
We on the way to the temple, we fought some kind of, I forget, lizard monsters and the spiders, I think.
Yeah. Yep. And then there were people in the temple.
Oh, we found a note. Well, one
Yeah.
person found a note, and I got busted
that's
lying.
right.
Oh yeah.
I'm apparently a wanted man.
It's always good to be wanted.
And at the temple, you guys ran into a group of people,
Yep.
all hiding in there.
Mm-hmm.
They had the door locked, and you guys picked the lock. The last, very
After a lot
last
of
second.
drama. Yeah.
The very last second, you guys managed to open the door.
Yep.
Tom quickly set a trap, and there were a
Decided
couple
that
of
wasn't a good
those.
spot for a trap.
A couple of those lizard creatures made it into the temple with you guys, and you managed to hack and slash them to death.
Oh,
And just as a few more were burrowing in, they put their nose into the room and quickly retreated. What's that about? Anyways, yeah. So you guys actually, when you were at the inn, you saw the same man from the painting, the very tall, slender man-looking guy.
Yeah, I
And
think
Rowan actually got a good, or Rowan, I think was Rowan, got a good look at him outside the window, and he just disappeared.
And we really should just call him Slender Man.
And then you guys decided to go down the bar. There was a barred door in the temple. You guys decided to go downstairs into, you descended into a hallway that was completely pitch black. And Onyx was sneaking to the left hallway, all the way down to where he saw a door that had a faint orange, yellowy glow beneath it. And he retreated, and we just lost Mike.
Yep.
Mike.
Oh, that's not good.
We'll give him a second to come back. Well, we're almost done with the main session recap.
Yeah.
Then you guys went to the right, Onyx went to the right, went into a room, took a very quick look around, spotted a key on a desk and snagged it, and then quickly left the room after getting a little spooked.
Oh yeah.
And he returned to the group in the little foyer portion of the hallway, whatever you would call this, the intersection, I guess.
And Griffin and Leandra aren't being terribly discreet because we're playing late games with cantrips. So, we've blown all the dark vision advantage.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Sorry. Griffin started it.
I would say
he
Mike
ever go
just
get his
messaged
arm?
and said his
I was
computer's
gonna say, did anybody
going
see
mad.
that?
Yeah.
What happened?
Mike just messaged on the chat and said his computer's dumb and he'll be back.
Oh, okay. We can wait for a minute to give the full recap because he also needed a recap for the chat.
Sure. Well, in the meantime, just to let everyone know, we still all have 1d4 to spend.
Yes,
That's right.
courtesy of Rowan.
Which Budrum, Talon, and a couple of others have no idea about because we were all unconscious.
Yep.
That's right, we were.
Who
I
was
think
awake for
we
that?
all were unconscious. Everyone.
I feel like somebody was awake because someone rolled a very
Leandra,
Yeah.
right? Leandra was
Yeah,
awake.
that might have been.
What?
What?
You were awake when Rowan started glowing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
But wouldn't they already know about that since we had that fight going towards the temple where we used it?
I don't think anybody used it. Did they?
I
Yeah.
used it to kill that last lizard in that room.
I know I didn't use it.
Oh,
This has got to be something religious. A D4? A D4?
Just a bit of housekeeping. I have a bit of an early morning tomorrow, so I might leave around 10:30 or 11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just find a way for Tom to get distracted by something. And
Sure. Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
If we happen to be in a spot where there's not a way for you to duck away, I can just cover you for a while.
Yeah.
Tom can take a back seat for a minute. Everybody wait, I just realized I needed my lock.
That music is really unnerving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's why it's called unnerving.
In trying to get music for harps and ocarinas for our other session, I found the weirdest online community of all time.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
People that willingly play ocarinas are a special breed.
That's kind of awesome.
Nice. So while we are waiting, would each of you guys mind like giving me a recap as to who the player is and like race and class thing you guys are playing? I know some of you, but not
Yeah.
all of you, and I'm still trying to get names straight on who's who and what's what. If no one minds.
Sure. I'll go ahead. I'm Jim. I'm playing Budrum. I'm a dwarven cleric.
I'm Jesse. I'm playing Talon. He is a half-elf ranger.
and I'm Lemoyne, and I'm playing Onyx, and he's a high elf rogue.
I'm Nancy. I'm playing Leandra. She's a human druid.
I'm Edward. I'm playing Tom. He is a human fighter.
Ah, so it's Mike that's playing our our
Like Dreamy?
warlock friend. I think
Yep,
yes.
he's the warlock. I'm trying to grab the race right now. I think he's a half elf.
Yeah, there was like three
Yeah.
I
of
feel
you.
like we have a ton of elves.
Yeah, there's like elves and half elves. I'm like, okay then.
Because Rowan's a half elf, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. She's a half
Almost
elf.
as though everybody wanted those extra skills.
Yep, rogue slash sorcerer now. So, but she started out as rogue.
Oh, the sorcerer stuff's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
So I take the wild magic sorcerer a little bit differently as far as narratively goes. We'll still have like rolls and stuff that happen for it, but there's going to be just some flavor stuff that happens here and there, like a key that gets attracted to your hand.
Yep, that works. I am fine with GM dramatic license. Dad, that music is creepy.
Do you think we should get started, Jim, or do you think we should wait?
It's up to you guys. Let me have a look. Mike's not back.
I don't mind waiting, but
I feel bad if Ed's got to get going.
I've got lots of time.
Okay.
And I'm flexible, so whatever.
There
There he is.
aha,
Huzzah!
My computer decided to have a little fit.
that
All
happens.
seems well now, though.
Okay, so in the chat, so what happened was Talon gave Budrum a hard time about not bringing his armor, and so did Kavram, which apparently got through to Budrum because later on he decided to go grab his armor.
Well, I wanted to get the people anyway.
Yeah, it was totally a valiant effort. Okay. So beyond that, Talon decided to go check out the living quarters again after Tom asked for everybody to keep an eye out for some books. So when Talon went over to the living quarters where Onyx had previously been, he kind of creeped into the room, took a quick look around, and noticed some things that Onyx didn't notice immediately on initial inspection. So he noticed a smell of urine in the air, and he took a deeper look, I guess. I don't really know. A more thorough look around the room, and noticed that there were approximately 12 beds in the room, and they all had nightstands next to them. Each of the beds were separated by curtains, and one bed was still hidden behind a curtain, so there was still one curtain drawn that you couldn't see behind. Coincidentally, of course, there was a skittering noise over by the curtain, and Talon could see a vague motion of the curtain in that area. He he whipped his hair back and forth, looked back at the group, and looked back at the curtain multiple times, and began creeping toward it as soon as Griffin joined him in the room. Meanwhile, Leandra is just standing outside calmly, waiting for everybody to stop with their funny business and get back to work. As Talon approached the curtain, he reached out to draw it back. And as he took a peek inside, he saw Fruffles the cat. He also noticed that there was a book sitting on the nightstand. And as he bent down to pick Fruffles up, he noticed a blood stain, a very large blood stain on the mattress. Putting two and two together, he kind of realized that there were... Oh no, bye, Mike! He noticed that there were dark splotches all over the floor of this room. And he put two and two together and realized that those dark splotches were actually bloodstains. And he started to place another odd smell of copper in the air. Walking back to the group with Fruffles, he and everybody else decided that you all now have a pet.
Yes, Fruffles is
Fruffles
now part
is
of the party.
now a member of the party.
Not entirely unanimous.
I don't... Oh,
We
wait,
got
did Tom
majority
speak
though,
up?
so
I don't remember Tom speaking up about it, did he?
Tom just complained that he was cursed.
Oh, that's right.
that's right.
During this time, Budrum went back upstairs to fetch the people and his armor because he wanted to put them in a safe place. He gave Trav, the human man, a very hard time. Well, I guess that was a little bit later. So when Budrum got to the top of the stairs, through the door, he could hear some arguing. Trav, the human man, was arguing that the door shouldn't be opened, and he was asking for a password. Another voice was reminding Trav that there was no password set. And they argued back and forth for a while. Finally, the door opened, and a graying halfling was standing there. Who is now the best friend of everybody in the party, apparently. Budrum told everybody they could go downstairs, and Trav didn't want to. He also told the halfling man, Malik, that if everybody died, the blood was on his hands, and also everybody else who is downstairs. Very dramatically, he used the word butchered. And on his way down the stairs, Budrum asked for the key to Tom's lock, which is still fastening a chain around the front door of the chapel. Trav gave in, gave him the key. Budrum quickly threw it aside. He put his armor back on, went back downstairs. Back in the room. As the people all entered the room, Budrum decided to have everybody start tearing apart the beds to create a barricade. Feel like I'm missing something. Am I missing anything yet?
I don't... Onyx
I think that was
opened the
it.
box.
Right.
Oh, that's
Onyx, yeah, and I'll describe that one in a minute. Let's see. So Fruffles jumped out, or he didn't jump out. Talon put Fruffles back down on the ground just in case. Fruffles went to hide behind an open chest on the opposite end of the room, back where he was initially found. He's kind of just peeking his head out, staring at everybody in the room because he's a scaredy cat. And everybody just started hacking away at these beds. At this point is when everybody was giving Trav a hard time because Budrum gave him an axe, and he looked at it kind of weakly holding it in his hand and didn't understand how an axe is used properly. Everybody started making fun of Trav. Malik came over, took the axe, was excited to have an axe, and started hacking away at the beds. And everybody started helping out to create these barricades as well as spears from the legs of the bed.
And Rowan
in case...
took a bed apart herself.
Yes! Rowan touched a bed frame and the bed just fell apart and magically turned into spears for her.
Wow.
Later, Tom wanted to go back upstairs to grab his lock. Found out that Budrum lost the key. And there goes Tom. Everybody's having a hard time tonight. Well, he was here for all this part. So everybody went upstairs to go and help Tom find the key. Well, not everybody. I think it was just Rowan and Talon went upstairs to help Tom find the key. As he went to collect his hunting trap, Talon and Rowan were searching for the key, and Rowan noticed that there was a sensation on her hand. It felt like there was a loose thread being pulled out of her skin. It didn't hurt, it just was a very odd feeling. And as Talon was crouching looking for the key zipped right in front of his nose, just centimeters away from his nose, and went directly into Rowan's hand and was stuck there. From this point, everybody went back downstairs to figure out why this key was stuck to Rowan's hand, because she was unable to get it out of her hand. It was just sticking there as if glued. And anytime she tried to peel it off, it would stick to the other hand. So they went downstairs because Talon and Tom were afraid to touch the key in case it was cursed. Downstairs, Kavram told Talon, Budrum, and Tom that they were all spending too much time with the exhibit curator, thinking that everything is cursed. And he pulled the key off of Rowan's hand. It took a lot of effort. He had to pull backwards, and Rowan had to also pull backward in order to pull this key away from her. Eventually it did, and they both fell backwards onto the floor. Returning the key to Tom, Kavram told him, he can go and get his chain if he wished, but I think Tom decided not to at this point. He kept his key in his pouch. And this is when Onyx came in. So Onyx decided to take Budrum's advice to unlock a chest. Now, the chest was beneath the nightstand where he found the key, but instead of trying the key, he decided to pick the lock. You always need practice. As he opened the chest, inside he found a circular mirror, a box that doesn't have a lock on it, a journal that says property of Zaris, and that's what happened in the chat.
Bodrum had lost a silver coin.
That's right.
He asked Rowan to help him find it, and then that wasn't resolved. Though.
Quote unquote lost.
Yeah.
Meaning he threw it?
He threw it to see if Rowan could find the silver coin.
Yeah.
Rowan, did you want to look for that?
Sure, why not?
Mike's back with us, so we can go ahead and get started.
Hey!
Metal detectors, I swear.
I switched computers, so hopefully I won't get kicked out again.
Cool. You sound like you're on your podcast too, Mike.
I am.
It sounds more clear. Sorry you missed the recap.
No, that's okay.
So, what were you saying, Rowan?
Sure.
Okay.
Like a freaking human metal detectors.
So, as you put your hand out, trying to see if you can find this silver coin in the same way that it happened before, you don't feel that same sensation on your hand.
Alright then. Interesting.
And everybody else just sees Rowan with her hand out. Her eyes are closed like she's concentrating really hard. and nothing happens.
And was that key silver?
The key was was it silver, Tom?
I don't know. I just came with the lock, so maybe
All right.
yeah,
Sure.
silver.
So I was
Key was
just
silver.
thinking, maybe it's only certain kind of. There went that theory.
Sure, the key was silver. We'll go with that.
The little silver key.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be working this time. Maybe someone else can help you look. I don't know. This is odd.
Budrum thinks about greedily jumping under the wood to grab his silver coin back, but decides against it.
I had a quick question.
Go ahead.
It's kind of out of character.
Okay.
So if a character walks into a room, can they just automatically look around and like do like a perception check or something, and then find stuff? Or like how did they find like all the beds in the room? Like was that a part of something that someone made up, or?
That was just a roleplay thing. So Talon said I walk to the door and I creep in. Something along those lines. And then I came in as the DM and I described everything that he saw. He spent a little bit more time in there.
Oh, okay.
You can also do an investigation check.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, if we're in game, I can have you guys do rolls. Usually in the chat, I'm not going to make you guys roll. Maybe here and there I will, but for the most part, I'm not going to have you guys do any rolls while we're just doing role play stuff in the chat.
Okay. I was just wondering because I was like thinking that I was missing something, in order to get the most out of
Nope.
like situations and everything.
You just do what you normally would do as a player. So you walk into a room and you can just say, "What do I see?" or that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then I'll take care of whatever you see, what you find, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So at this point, everybody's in this room except for Leandra, who is still out in the hallway. So, Leandra, it's up to you if you want to join everybody.
Yeah, I might as well.
Okay. As you start walking that way, Leandra, you kind of hear the noise of like wood clinking together. Just it happens one time right behind you.
She'll cast a glance backwards, see if she can see what the source of that is.
And back that way, you just can't see anything because your dark vision doesn't go far enough to the doors. But
No, she doesn't have dark vision.
that's true.
She would have light.
Yeah,
That's
even that.
Yeah.
So that's all you hear so far, or that's all you see so far.
Okay. She will join the others in the room.
Okay.
She'll take a look around, but it looks like they probably picked it clean, so...
All right. Everybody's in this room. You all would have heard Jeez, I got loud. That was ridiculous.
What?
So you all would have heard the lid of this chest that Onyx was picking pop open. It's as it pops open, it's the kind of lid you have to force shut. So you would have heard, and Onyx is now rifling through the things that he found.
Waiting to see what he pulls out.
What's that?
Griff is just watching, waiting to see what comes out of that.
All right. You can kind of see a couple of things as he's rifling through. You can see like a glass reflective object as he's moving it around. You could probably recognize from where you are that it's a mirror. You're a half-elf, right, Mike?
Oh, what?
You're a half-elf?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you're dark vision, you could definitely see that he's moving around a mirror.
Okay.
Anybody else looking at Onyx to see what he's pulling out here?
I am. Talon
No.
is.
Leandra will.
Yes, please.
Okay,
No, Budrum's busy helping with the beds.
cool.
I figured you'd be looking for money.
That is a stereotype, sir.
Onyx, are you concerned with everybody seeing what you're doing, or does it matter?
I don't think it'll matter.
All right. So Onyx, as you're looking through this box, it's like I said, you found a mirror, a box that doesn't have a lock on it, a journal, and a letter. What do you want to do with these things?
I think I would probably kind of look through the journal and see what information can I see about the journal.
All right. So the journal looks like a collection of notes, research notes. You see some random scrolls of just random thoughts that have occurred in this person's mind. And you also see little other things too, like remember you owe Trav money, things like that.
Yeah.
You find a few pages that are a little odd. It's speaking about something called a Vigate. That's VYE gate.
Okay.
And it says, the terrible sacrifice must be made. Who would do such a thing? And if you want, you can keep looking. I'll have you do an investigation check to see if you find anything else, or if you want to move on to other stuff.
Okay, I think I'll do the investigation check because I will.
All right, go ahead and do that.
All right. Alexa, roll 1d20. So I put that with the
With your investigation modifier.
Okay, so I got an 11 altogether.
Okay. So what you notice is, as you're reading through, you see a bunch of mentions to someone referred to only as he. Nobody can. It says things like nobody realizes what he's done at this point. How can anybody trust him? He did it again. But until you're able to take more time to pore over the journal,
Yeah.
that's about all you're going to get right now.
So I guess I will put the journal like in my pack or something,
Okay.
and then start looking at the letter.
The letter only says his true name is Rithers, and it's hastily written. You can kind of see where the pen or the pencil dragged off.
Okay. I guess I'll put that in the pack too, because I mean, okay. So is there anything on the back of the paper?
Nope. Just that.
Okay. All right. So I guess I put that in the pack too, and then move on to the box, and sort of just open it and see what's in it.
All right. As you open the box, it's full of gold.
Yay!
There's just a lot of gold here. So, if you're keeping your inventory sheet, go ahead and add 100 gold.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Everybody else sees that you have gold, by the way, because they're all looking at you.
Okay. So can I like split it up?
You
Since
can.
Everyone's in the group. I mean,
You
why
can.
not? Okay. I guess I'll split it up.
All right. You guys can do that now, or we can do that later.
You also
Depends
don't have
on-
to split it up fairly. You can give yourself more if you want, depending on what kind of character you are.
Nah. Well. Okay. So I guess I'll split it up unfairly.
All right, you have 100, and there are 7 of you.
Oh. So we gonna do that now or later?
Up to you.
I guess we can do it later on.
Okay.
Or we might forget though.
I don't think these guys will forget gold.
Okay. All right.
Well, we know Buttram. Bud. How do you say your name?
Budrum.
Budrum.
So,
Buttram.
yeah.
Yeah, nope. I'm gonna say, where's the gold, man?
I do not need many material things.
Aw,
Then I'll take your share.
Yeah, me too.
my sweet sunflower child.
I have a need for that.
I said not many. I didn't say none.
All right.
Can I investigate the box further to see if there's any like secret panels or?
You can if you want to.
All right, I guess I'll try it. That's another investigation.
Investigation. Yep.
Alexa, roll 1d20. All right, so I got 9.
All right. As you are kind of tapping around the panels of the box, you find absolutely nothing else.
Okay.
All right.
Have the people concluded cutting up the beds?
Yep, the beds are all cut up, and they have at least 4 spears from Rowan's bed. I don't know if anybody else was trying to carve little spears for them, but at this
Griff was
point,
just pulling stuff apart because he didn't know what the hell was going on.
all right,
He just saw everybody else doing it.
he's just here to break shit.
While Onyx is doing that, Budrum will show Malik to use his construction knowledge to use the back end of the hand axe to hammer the wood to brace the door after we all leave.
All right, he's going to take careful attention to this, and he tells you, "Yes, I'll do that."
Budrum returns to the group.
Okay. So everybody's just standing here in this room. Are you guys all ready to go, or you want to do anything else in here?
I'm ready.
Yep.
I want to take
Yeah.
one look around.
I'm ready.
Oh, well,
Okay.
I think we're pretty. But we'll let him look around, and I'm gonna go wait by the door because we
Okay.
clean up everything.
Onyx, make a perception check.
Oh, and where's the cat right now?
The cat is underneath a desk on the opposite side of the room where Talon found him. He is hiding behind an open chest.
I'm gonna go while he's looking around. I'm just gonna go try to coax that cat out.
Okay.
Roll 1d20. All right, so I got a 16 because I add passive perception.
Nope, just your perception.
What's your wisdom?
Uh, oh, I don't have a modifier for wisdom.
Do you have a 0?
Yeah.
Okay. So your score in wisdom was like a 10 or 11 then?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you take proficiency in perception at all? When you find perception in your skills, does it say anything next to it?
Yeah, I have a +4 modifier.
Okay. So yeah, you took that with expertise then. Okay. So then you add 4 to whatever your roll was.
So it was like a 16 altogether.
So, okay. Then what you see as you look around is a bunch of broken down beds and a silver piece lying on the floor.
You bastard.
Okay, so I'll go pick it up.
Okay. You also see Griffin walking toward a chest that's just sitting open on the floor across the room. next to a bed that nobody wanted to touch because it's covered in blood.
Can I glance in that chest when I walk past it? Is there anything in there?
Yeah, or it's a lot stronger as you get closer. The cat is peeking out around the corner of the chest at you.
Right where I am, actually, I'll just kind of crouch down and put a hand out, and I wiggle my fingers and say, "Come here."
That was the cat hissing at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stand up and walk away. I'm not tempting that.
And in your head you hear, "Filthy creatures, really? Did you see what it did in that chest?"
I knew it was you, or us, or whatever.
What? I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm. Of course not.
Who needs another mouth to feed?
I heard that one can shoot fire, though.
Are you that gullible, darling?
All I'm saying is it's worth looking into. I didn't say I believe it.
You can shoot fire too.
We get... All right. Fine. You're right. Who needs another mouth to feed?
Okay. So you're walking away from Fruffles then?
Yeah, I'm leaving it. Go back
All
to the group. Walk back up. He's like, all right, I'm ready.
All right.
Want to go?
Talon, how do you feel hearing the cat doesn't want to go?
Can I do an animal handling check on him and see if I can coax him out?
You can. Leandra doesn't realize that Fruffles is here yet because she spent a lot of time outside of the room. But I can
think
imagine
it'll
she's
work.
going to be
I got
excited.
a 24.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Natural 20 plus a 4. Or natural what?
Oh yeah, you're solid. As you start walking toward the chest and the cat just darts out and runs to you. And it starts nuzzling up against your legs.
See, he just likes me.
Budrum will say to Talon, "Best not to leave him down here, or Fruffles will become truffles if they're left too long."
Talon bends over and picks up Ruffles. Although we probably can't carry him on the mission.
He'll look after himself. He's a cat.
We got a druid. Stick it in a bag.
Yeah, put it in your shit or something.
The last time I tried to make friends with Fruffles, I rolled a 1. I'm not sure.
Talon turns to you. Do you want to take care of him?
Oh, sure, I can try. But it seems to me you've got pretty good... he likes you. He didn't like me.
I guess Talon puts him in his bag with lots of air holes.
Okay.
Just picture this cat head sticking out the top of your bag now.
Oh, that's
kind of what I'm
adorable.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go take the dog out real quick.
Okay. Okay. So, back in the hallway then. You guys are approaching the stairs once again. Everybody has left the room. You guys can hear the faint sound of hammers or not hammers, but an axe hitting some wood into a door to brace it.
What else is down here? Was it just the living quarters?
It is. So
Okay.
the hallway looks like smooth stone both ways. There is a banister kind of about waist level that has some floral relief on it. Just frou-frou stuff. And then to the right, there was just a single door that led to the living quarters, where the clerics presumably would sleep. And to the left was another set of double doors.
Oh yeah, with the orange glow coming out from.
Yep.
Okay, so we haven't gone that way.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I think we should.
All right. Who wants to lead the way?
Not me.
I don't mind.
Okay. Is Onyx going taking point alone?
Talon will go second.
Okay. Send in your squishies.
I'm gonna walk like 20 feet behind that cat.
Yeah, we should let the cat go first. It's part of the party now, so.
The cat's just giving the evil eye out of Talon's bag back at Griffin.
It's like a canary. We'll just send it in first and see what happens.
All right. As you guys approach these doors, there is some noise on the other end of it. Sounds like some crashing, and you hear some chittering on the other side as well. Sounds very familiar to what you encountered outside.
Can I put my ear to the door and see if I can hear anything?
Sure.
Get more information?
Put your ear up to the door and roll a perception check.
Alexa, roll 1d20. Alright, so I got a 16.
Okay. Again? Wow.
Yeah, I got a... yeah.
Okay. So, as you put your ear up to the door, you hear, "I'm out of here. Coward." And then you hear some noises of what sounds like a fight happening.
Alright, so I guess I would tell the group what I heard. And I guess I would ask, do we want to charge in or keep listening or what?
Yeah, let's charge in.
Alright.
Is Rowan back?
Yep,
I guess. Okay.
literally just now.
Cool. Cool. So Onyx just put his ear to the doors and heard some fighting on the opposite side. And your party's deciding whether they want to charge in or sneak in.
I say
Sounds
sneak.
like everybody wants to charge.
Oh, well, I guess I'm in the minority.
It's all right. You guys can decide. What do you guys want to do?
I say sneak.
Stick that mirror under the door and take a look.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then,
can I do that?
then we charge in.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I stick the mirror slightly under the door and take a look around at what's beyond.
Mostly underneath the door. You're having a hard time seeing much. You see what looks like a fire on the opposite side.
Okay.
And that's about all you can see.
Okay. Well, I guess since I'm in front, I guess we'll. Okay, so everyone can choose how they go in, or I mean that or we just charge in.
I mean, if anybody's charging in, you're giving away the people who are sneaking. So
Right. Okay. So I guess we'll just. So I'll raise my boot and kick in the door.
okay. As you raise your boot and kick the door, nothing happens. As you look at the handles, it's a pull.
Wow. Now they know we're coming in. Alright, so I guess I pull the door then.
Alright. As you pull the door, there's a rush of air that rushes toward this room. You guys can all feel a breeze coming from behind you. As you look in, you can see a raging fire in the center of the room. And just in front of it, you see there's a woman standing there. She has her back to you guys. And she is looking upward. And floating upward with these black wings on his back is the man from the painting. And he is nearing a window, a circular window at the top of the room. And across the room, off to the left, you guys can see the dark cloaked man rushing behind a bookcase that has pulled away from the wall. And you can see that there is a passageway that way. And he pulls the bookcase closed, but he makes eye contact with Griff before he does. And as... oh, sorry.
I'm just going to ask, is your name Rithers?
The man who's... which one are you asking?
The floating, the man from the painting.
All right. He is approximately 30 feet up right now. He is getting pretty close to this window that's up top. As you say this, he glances up at you, and he snarls at you. And just as he does, a dagger hits him in the arm, and he drops a book that he was holding, and it falls to the ground.
I'm going for it.
Okay.
Where
You
did
have
that
the book?
come from?
As you rush forward to grab the book, the window that was above you guys crashes and shatters, and glass starts to rain around you as this woman is still staring up at him. So, Tom, you pick up a book.
Yep.
It is an old journal. It looks like many pages have been ripped out, but you can see on the cover are the initials DM.
Okay. I'm gonna... I'll wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is everybody else doing? Let me describe this room. So, as you guys enter this room, to your left and to your right, there are staircases. As you look across the room, this room is separated into 3 tiers. The center is the lowest tier. It's just a circular alcove. There are some tables there. On the second tier, slightly upward and out, you have to take the stairs to get up there, is a whole library full of bookshelves. And on the third tier is similarly another row, or another ring of bookshelves. So to your left and to your right as you walk in, there are stairs. Either way you go.
So that man's gone and there's a woman left standing there.
Yep, she is just staring up at the skylight.
Griff, really quick, is going to rush for the bookcase and try to catch up with that guy.
That's what Leander's after as well.
Okay, you guys are gonna rush up
Yep.
to the second or third tier. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Like,
movie
what that
bookcase
dude
was.
wanted.
So,
Okay.
which way are you guys going? You have the option to go left or right.
Left.
Okay. Griff goes left.
Left is better always.
Okay. Leandra goes left.
What here's the
Hey,
lady?
I'll just follow the other 2. Why not?
Okay. Rowan goes left as well. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Because I'm not going alone by myself up there. So why not?
Boudreaux
Talon
just
will
walks
go
up to the
upstairs
woman.
with them and go left.
Sorry.
Okay.
There's still a woman in the room, right?
Yeah,
there
When we
is.
came in?
I'm going to
Yeah,
walk up to her and click my fingers, see if she's still with it.
Okay. As you walk up to her, she is wearing a white dress, and she's just staring upwards. You cannot see her hands.
Okay.
Let's see. Where's Onyx going?
I want to try and tackle the lady so that she gets
Jesus,
from the
dude.
glass.
Okay.
Oh my
The glass
Try
is
to
still
save her.
falling, so you're going to tackle her.
What if she's not even a threat?
You're going to tackle her onto the broken glass?
No, because the glass is falling, and you said she was standing under it. So I'd like
Yeah.
to try and save her.
Tom is also standing under it.
I'm fine.
Sorry, Tom.
So, Onyx, as you run forward, you pass by this burning pile, Tom did not pay attention because he was rushing for the book, but there is a pile of burning books. Just one pile of burning books just past the entranceway, just past these staircases. And you rush by to go tackle this woman. Budrum, where are you?
Butchram's just standing staring at Onyx like, what are you doing?
Okay, do you go past the burning books, or are you standing backward still? Back behind that still?
He's standing back behind everyone, just looking, watching what's going on.
Okay.
As everybody scatters.
All right. So, one more question for the people who went upstairs. Did you guys go to the second tier or the third tier?
Where did he seem to disappear?
He went directly upward. There was a circular skylight made of glass, and he broke through
Oh no,
it.
they're talking about the bookshelf man.
No,
Oh, the bookshelf guy.
right.
Yeah,
He's
that's where I'm going.
Okay, so he went up to the third tier. And he was
Third it
all
is.
the way to the left
I guess
end.
we go to the third.
Yeah,
That's where
he's-
Leandra's headed
Yep.
then.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Onyx, we'll start with you. As you go to tackle this woman,
Okay, maybe not tackle, but like grab her. Like I mean, not really like tackle her, but you know what I'm saying? Like grab her and try
You're
to, like,
saving her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. President, get down.
all right. As you go to do this, make a strength check to see if you can move her.
This will be embarrassing.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Oh. Okay, Alexa, roll 1d20. Oh, sorry. My cat is sitting on my Echo. Alexa,
Oh, Fruffles.
roll 1d20. Oh wow. So I got 2, but I have a -1.
Yeah, you do. All right, as you go to pull this woman, her arm doesn't even budge as you try to pull her to the side.
Okay.
As she notices you tugging, her head turns your way. And as you're looking at her face, you notice her mouth stretches from ear to ear. And her eyes are black.
Ooh.
I'm glad I went upstairs.
And she stares at you for a minute.
Okay. Can I?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to save you, ma'am. Let's go.
All right. Onyx, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Alexa, roll 1d20.
I rolled 120-sided die and got 15 first.
He's a rogue. He's good with dex saves.
19.
Nice.
All right.
You said a saving.
Yep.
Oh. 21.
All right. You move out of the way as the end of a morning star crashes just in front of your face.
Ooh.
It hits the ground, and you can see that the stone on the ground has cracked from where it hit. I don't need saving. And as she looks at you, she opens her mouth, and there are these two snake-like tongues. They each have faces on them, and they start to pour out of her mouth. Everybody roll initiative.
Yay!
Bastard.
Yeah.
Theory, give me a number between 1 and 20.
Alexa, roll 1d20.
That would be 18.
18.
I rolled 120-sided die and got 8 for a total of 8.
I got an 11.
Ooh, that's a little loud for me.
bit loud, eh?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Wasn't expecting that one to be so loud.
So Onyx, you got 11.
Yep.
Griff, what did you get?
Griff got a 5.
A 5.
Ow.
Yeah. Leandra, how you doing?
I got a 6.
Oh.
Rowan, come on.
23.
23.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Yep. I rolled a natural 20.
Nice. Talon?
I got a 20.
Nice. And Tom?
Got a 17.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, let's calculate these turns.
Roll a d20.
You rolled for 2.
Oh. Okay. This creature got an 18.
An 18.
Yep.
What's the creature's dexterity?
15.
Okay.
How many hit points does it have?
Not telling you.
It was worth a shot.
Nice try.
3.
All right.
Okay.
So who goes first?
Rowan's up first.
All right. Rowan, you would have heard the crash of the Morning Star as I hit the ground.
Right. I'm gonna look that way, and I guess I can see this snake-looking person. Yes.
Yep.
Right. I'm going to try. I'm gonna try new magic step because why not?
Okay.
Even though, because I'm gonna do ray of frost. Why not?
Cool.
See if I hit this person. And that'll be. Here, D20. That will be. Ooh, I rolled a natural 20 again.
Oh, damn.
So, how does that work in your game?
The natural 20, it's going to double the damage.
Cool. Let's see, that would be 8. So that would be... Ooh, I rolled a 5 doubled. It's 10 cold damage.
Nice.
And if she was moving, she would be slowed, but she's kind of not, so yeah. But I didn't want to do, fire because we already have enough fire, so yeah.
All right.
It's Talon.
Alright, how far am I away from it?
You are up on the the third tier, so you are approximately about 30 feet away from it, but
Okay,
kind of at an angle.
I'm gonna shoot an arrow.
Go for it.
17.
17.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna hit. Let me see. Yes, that's gonna hit.
I have a thing when he's done, but we'll take care of that when he's finished.
The damage is 6.
Damage is 6. Okay. Do you want to describe how you hit it?
I pull back my bowstring, I fire an arrow, and I hit it in the head. Right in the center of the head.
Okay.
Ow.
All right. She kind of glances upward and sees everybody running along the third tier. And one of the snake-like tongues starts to stretch out that way.
It's Snakey's turn next.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
I was just gonna say, I forgot my sneak attack. If I even get sneak attack, I meant to ask. If not, I'll just skip it.
I don't think sneak attack works for spells. I think it's only for finesse weapons or ranged weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. All right, what do I want to do to you people? All right. So she is going to first use an attack on Onyx. So Onyx, as you now look at her hands, you see that the morning star is directly coming out of her arm. She doesn't have a hand. There is this serrated bone-like blade that is attached to the morning star on one side, and her other arm, at the end of it, there's a dagger. But her forearm area is also another serrated blade made out of bone. She is going to swing both arms at you to do a bone scissor. And okay. Roll 1d20.
You rolled 1.
They both break.
As she goes to scissor you, she sounds wrong.
Oh yeah.
As she goes to cut you,
His new girlfriend.
as she goes to cut you, she swings both arms in your direction, and you are able to quickly duck underneath them. She's also going to Jesse or Talon.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to use a tongue lash at you. Roll 1d20.
You rolled 9.
Does a 14 hit?
It ties.
Okay. So the attacker wins.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, I wasn't really sure how to handle that.
All right. So roll 1d8. Oh, you got lucky. So you take 5 damage as this tongue whips out at you. And it slaps you right across the face. And lastly, she's going to move away from Onyx. She just kind of dances backwards slightly. So Onyx, you will get an attack of opportunity if you want to.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Go for it.
So, Alexa, roll 1d20. So that would be 23 with all the stuff in there.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Do we still get the +4 or not yet? Or we don't know.
So the +4 is when you're rolling to attack. It's not added to the damage.
Oh.
Or are you talking about sneak attack?
No, I was talking about the +4 that you said, or the 1d4
Okay.
you gave us. Okay.
Right.
All right. Alexa, roll 1d8.
I rolled 1 8-sided die and got 6 for a total of 6.
All right, so that's 6.
6?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then, do I still get the sneak attack since I was in range and I'm using it for finesse?
I think you do. I'll have to look it up, but go ahead and do it for now.
Alexa, roll 1d6. So that's 10 damage.
Oh, jeez. All right. Were you using your dagger for that?
No, I was using my rapier.
Rapier, got it. So as she kind of dances away from you, you lash out with your rapier, cutting directly across her stomach. As one of her tongues is out at range right now, over by Talon. The other tongue glares at you from inside of her mouth. Who is next?
Budrum's next.
All right.
So, is it possible to shove a bookcase down on her, or is that not possible?
You could try, but you'd have to get up to the second tier.
Ah, okay.
Or the third tier.
Am I within range to run at her and attack?
Yes, you are. You are about 20 feet away from her right now.
Okay, so...
You were saying?
Oh, shut up, Siri. Siri, roll d20.
If you miss, I'm going to say, you were saying?
Siri, roll d20.
Rolling. It's 8 this time.
Oh, you bastard. I'm not going to use that d4 because she's putting her wearing armor. Can I use the d4?
You can.
Siri, roll d4.
Okay. 2 this time.
Oh, fuck, so it's 10. That's not it.
You don't have any modifiers?
Oh shit, yeah, I do actually. I completely forgot. I'm so busy with this. Yeah, so that's 13, sorry.
13 hits.
Oh, okay, great. So it's a d10 plus Searing Smite. Do I have a spell slot?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So,
Which smite are you using?
Searing Smite. So, Siri, roll d10.
It's 4 this time.
So that's 5 plus 1d6. Siri, roll d6.
Okay. 1?
Fuck. That's 6. She can roll a Constitution saving throw. It's a 10.
All right.
Against my 6. Well, I mean it's 1, so I mean would it?
Let me see what the... Roll a d20.
You got 14.
16.
Yeah, okay, so you pass. So if it's 1 for the damage, would they just reduce it to 0?
Okay.
I guess, yeah. Okay. So Budrum runs towards the woman seeing her fleeing from Onyx and swings his hammer and smacks her in the stomach.
Alright.
Now it is Tom's turn.
Tom's gonna follow Budrum's example.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull up my warhammer.
Okay.
And
of course you have a warhammer.
Yeah. I'm gonna run at her and try to hit her and maybe disorientate her a little bit.
Okay.
So like a blow to the head or.
All right.
Which you can do that because I'm much taller than some of the other people in the party.
I've got to start adding rules to hitting body parts specifically.
That's just for flavor.
Yeah.
But
it would be
I
cool.
rolled a 5.
Okay.
Plus 3. That's only an 8.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Yeah, that's like a wild swing over her head or something.
As you go to hit her, you fall just short of hitting her as she was moving away from Onyx. Anything else?
And that's it for me.
All right.
Okay. Sorry, who's next? Is Onyx. No. Yeah, it's Onyx.
Okay.
Okay. So. So I can take a bonus action, right?
You can. Usually, depends on what you want to do.
Okay, so if I attack now, would I have sneak attack, or do I need to use hide?
You would not have sneak attack right now because she is directly looking at you, and also your allies are not right next to her. She has moved away from you guys, so she's about 15 feet away from you guys now.
Wouldn't Bodrum and Tom have moved into range with her?
No, because she was still moving away as they were doing that. Since they both, Budrum hit her, but she was still kind of moving away at the time.
Right.
Okay, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to attack, and then after I'll use disengage so that she can't hit me back.
Okay.
Alright. Alexa, roll 1d20.
120-sided box.
Okay, so I got an 11.
Alright. 11 to hit. That is not going to hit.
Oh. Okay. Then I'll take a bonus action and hide.
Okay. So, to hide, you're going to be at disadvantage because she's looking directly at you. And you're going to have to find something that you can hide behind. So what you need to do is, there are some tables around you, if you wanted to try to hide around a table.
or could I just use disengage so that if I do move, she can't hit me?
You could. Well, she's actually not right up against you right now, so you could move without using disengage if you wanted.
Okay, then that's what I'll do. I'll move about 15 feet back, I guess.
Alright.
And then I guess that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Okay, so next up is Leandra.
Alrighty, Leandra's gonna try something crazy.
Okay.
For which the snake girl is going to have advantage.
Okay.
Leandra's going to cast Charm Person. She gets advantage because we're in the middle of trying to hurt her, and she's in the middle of trying to hurt us. But her DC to hit to save is 13.
Okay. So, as you cast this spell, I'm not going to roll because as you cast this spell, it tries to cling to her. It tries to penetrate into her. Oh God, I got to stop using different words. It tries to...
Yeah, I had to stop myself earlier from some of the words you were using.
God, I know. I don't know what's going on with me. As the spell tries to There's nothing I can say right now.
No. As the spell attempts to wrap itself around her.
As it tries to affect her, nothing happens. It seems you can see the light from the spell trying to move in, but it's not able to.
She does not count as a humanoid, I take it?
Yep.
Okay. So with the rest of Leandra's move, she's going to move toward the bookcase where the guy disappeared.
Alright.
Because, yeah. So that's where she's headed.
Alright, so you are about 50 feet from
slot?
there. What's that?
Did that expend a spell slot?
No, I'm not going to make that expend a spell slot for you.
Alright, then so she's about 15 feet away now, you say?
You were, when you first started your movement, you were about 50 feet.
Okay.
So now you're about 20 feet away from the bookshelf where he went.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, is that it?
Yep.
Okay, so Griff's up.
I'm going to pause just long enough to shoot use Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Shoot at her and then keep going toward that same bookcase.
All right. Make an attack.
Roll a d10. 14.
That'll hit.
Sweet. Okay. Roll a d10. Alright, so 6 points of damage, and he just puts his palm up in this kind of red-hued energy. He just shoots out the beam and hits her, and He just turns and runs.
Nice. As it hits her, she kind of sputters for a minute.
And
All right.
it's Rowan's turn.
Griff, you're running about as far as Leandra did, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Cool.
I thought about using my action to make it all the way to beat her there, but
Yeah.
I thought about it too, but I thought I should at least make an attempt to help the party. You know.
For Ray of Frost, please. I doubt a 12 hits. Oh wait, but I could do my D4, so I will do. I need to roll that. I bet a 15 does.
Yes, that hits.
Maybe.
What are you attacking with?
Ray of Frost. I rolled a 12, but I didn't know if that would hit, so I rolled my D4 and got a 3, so.
Yep.
And she gets to take another... Whoops. Aw, really? 1 cold damage. Oh boy.
Oh. It's all right. That speed buff or debuff is still a thing. Okay. Whose turn is next?
Talon.
Rowan, are you?
Oh, sorry.
Rowan, are you continuing running or are you staying put?
I'll stay put for the moment. Help them try to deal with whatever this crazy creature is.
Cool.
Okay, so Talon's up.
I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns.
All right.
Uh, 17.
17 hits. Is Hail of Thorns a save or is that an attack?
I'm looking at. Let me see. It says you have to do a dex save.
Okay, cool.
And it's 1d10 of damage if the save fails, and if the save works, it's half the damage.
All right. So what am I trying to beat? What's your DC?
13.
13. Roll 1d20.
You rolled 11.
Plus 13 exactly. So you win. You're the attacker.
Okay.
I thought she makes her save when she matches the number. Anyway, that's...
I always roll it as the attacker wins.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll have to look it up. That's how I've always done it.
It's the DM's decision. You can.
Yeah, I was meaner to my players. I made them make the attack roll first. And if they missed, I may have still wasted the spell slot.
Did you
I
roll
have anything-
damage?
Oh. I'm just sitting here. I was wondering what... Hold on a second. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
I think you said it was a D10.
Yep.
Um, 8.
Okay. Go ahead and describe this. What does that look like?
Okay, so I shoot an arrow at her, and thorns sprout out of the arrow as it flies towards her, and not only does she get hit with the arrow, she gets hit with the thorns at the exact same time.
Nice.
And I won't target a body part.
I have a question. Is Hail of Thorns a radius spell?
It didn't...
What is the... let's see. The range on it, I think, would have it. Or no, it would say something like every creature within such and such radius.
Okay, I didn't write that part down.
Eric
says each
can't
creature
see
within
right now,
5
but I'm
feet.
pulling a face.
Of course you are, because you could get hit.
Yep. 5 foot range.
5 foot?
Yeah, I'm reading
Okay.
it right now too.
Cool. Then everybody's safe.
Hey.
Except for the
Lucky.
snake lady.
This
Except for the snake lady.
deck save?
What's that? Oh, you don't have to make it. You're not within range of her. Yeah. Okay. Who's
Sorry
next?
for the brain fart, guys.
It's all good.
It's Snake Plissken's turn.
Bubble tape's turn. Okay. So, with her turn, she's pulling that tongue back in, and she glares at the three of you standing in front of her, and she takes her arm and jabs it directly down into the ground. And all three of you, Tom, Budrum, and Onyx, need to make a dex save.
Okay.
As they're rolling, real quick, the Tail of Thorn thing, it's a concentration spell. It lasts a minute. So he could cast it like out in the hallway and then run around and do stuff. And as long as he shoots something within a minute, it'll go off.
Nice. Take note, Talon. Take note.
Okay.
So roll 1d20.
So I got a 6 plus 2 is
20.
an 8.
Okay.
Roll 1d20.
Out of 20.
Like, I got
You got a 20?
Yeah.
Nice.
16.
And what about Onyx?
16?
A what?
16?
Okay, cool. So Onyx and Budrum, you dodge out of the way as this bone protrusion, a spike, sticks directly up out of the ground. It's really large, and it aims directly at your chest. You both dodge directly to the side as this happens. Tom, you're not so lucky. As the spike comes out of the ground, it launches directly into your chest. And roll 1d8.
It's 8.
And you take 8 damage.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry. You take 11 damage.
All right.
Sorry.
Just one moment. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. With her next action, she raises her other hand up into the air, and it begins to glow. An orange and black glow. A moment later, directly in front of Griff and Leandra, another creature begins to rise up from the ground. It looks like a smoldering ball of flesh, essentially. It's a humanoid, or humanoid shape, and as it stares at you, its mouth is agape, and there are eyes along its arms.
Lovely.
And it just has burnt-looking flesh, and there are still smoldering bits on its body. And give me just a second. Roll 1d4.
It's 1.
Okay, just that one then.
Oh boy.
That's a good thing. Otherwise, we'd have to each take one, Griff. Or two.
All right. This thing is going to be added to the initiative order right after her turn now, just to get everybody in a quick succession here. So this thing is only going to take a few shambling steps toward you guys. Leandra, if you would, please make a Constitution saving throw. And, sorry, make this with disadvantage.
Alexa, roll 1d20. One of the rolls was a 20, however,
Sorry.
yeah, the other roll was an 8 plus 3 is 11.
Okay. 11. let's see. Okay. It's gonna hit. So, as you look at this creature, you took disadvantage because you were staring directly at it as it appears right in front of you.
Okay.
As you look at it, all of the eyes along its arms open, and your eyes are drawn directly to it. A minute before that, it was just shambling toward you, kind of very slowly and awkwardly moving your way. As you make eye contact with all of these eyes and they lock onto yours, within a split second, the creature is on you, and it jumps onto you and makes a biting attack against you.
Okay.
Roll 1d8.
It's 5.
8 damage for Leandra.
Okay.
And this creature is now standing right up on you. And that's it for its turn.
Okay, so Budrum's up. So I guess I'll try and smack that lady with my hammer again. Roll
Okay.
D20. Ow! Shut up, lady. Roll D20.
You tell her, Jim. You tell her.
It's 15.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, so I get a D10 plus 1, and I'll use Syrian Smite again. So, yes, D10 versus 1. Roll D10.
Rolling. 6.
So that's 7 plus another D6, right? Yeah. Roll D6.
Okay. 1.
So, oh no, that's 8 in total, but yeah, roll a Constitution
Another-
saving throw.
The phone's easier to use.
Alright, you said it was a Constitution?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Roll 1d20.
You roll 6.
Okay, I got an 8.
Okay, you fail, so he just takes 8 damage. So Budrum dodges out of the way of the bone spike, bounces back up, charges at the head of his warhammer going red hot as he smashes her again with it.
Alright, that was 8 damage?
Yeah. And then...
Cool.
Oh, the turn order's changed. So now it's on to Tom.
All right. So Tom's gonna remove himself from the bone spike and
Alright.
say, "That's a neat trick. How often can you do that?" Bonus action. I'm gonna second wind.
Okay.
So that's 1d10. 5 plus 2 is 7. Back up to 13.
Okay.
And I'm just going to try and hit her again.
Alright.
Just roll again. 15 plus 3, and I'm using my Warhammer two-handed.
15 plus 3. Okay, shit.
Yeah, so that's 18 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
On a d10, I rolled a 1,
Okay.
so I do 1 damage.
Alright. As you swing your Warhammer, do you want to describe it?
Yeah. I missed trying to go high, so I'm gonna try and go low, and like hit her in the hip, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you do that, as you try to aim lower to hit her toward the hip, she still tries to dodge out of the way, but you still manage to nick her a little bit.
And now Onyx is up.
Yep.
Okay, how far am I away from her?
You are 30 feet away from her. She was 15 feet away from you before, and then you moved 15 feet back.
Okay. I'm just within range then.
You are essentially against the wall of the bottom tier.
And is she looking at me?
She is. You're still in her area. She's not staring directly at you right now. She's staring directly at Tom, but she has 3 sets of eyes right now. With her main eyes, and then her 2 tongues have eyes.
Okay. Can I try and attack like different parts of her? Like, can I try to attack the tongue that's out?
You can. They're not. So the tongue that was out, she pulled back in. So it's just right up on her face at this point. It's still kind of just lolling out of her mouth right now.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just roll for an attack.
What are you attacking with?
With my rapier.
Okay, so you'll have to approach her first.
Oh, okay. All right. So then I will move. I don't know, move 15 feet, so I'm back in range.
Okay.
And then,
back in range with what? With the rapier?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to be 5 feet for the rapier. You have to be right up on her.
All right, let's try it. Okay, so I'm gonna move up.
Okay.
Pretty close.
Okay.
And then, I guess I'll roll for an attack. Alexa, roll 1d20. Okay, so I got 18.
Yep, that's gonna hit. And remember to roll your sneak attack, because Budrum and Tom are right up on her.
Oh, okay. See, that's why I was asking, like, if you said she was looking directly at me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so... Alexa, roll 1d8. Alexa, roll 1d6. Alright, so 12 damage.
Okay. 12 damage.
And then can I still disengage, or does that movement
You can.
As
You still have a bonus action, so you can disengage.
okay, I'm gonna disengage.
Cool.
And move
How far
back,
away are you moving?
like, I don't know. I'm 5 feet away from her.
You are, yes.
I'll move back 20 feet.
Cool.
And now it's Leandra.
Okay. Can you describe this thing one more time?
Sure. So it is vaguely humanoid. I'll let you know the charm is not going to work.
No, I got that.
It is a walking shambling person that has smoldering flesh, and it has arms that go running up and down. Or sorry, eyes that go running up and down its arms, in addition to its eyes on its head.
All right.
And yeah, it just looks like it's been a burned person.
Okay. Well, hopefully it doesn't catch the club on fire. She's going to use Shillelagh as a bonus cantrip.
Okay.
Bonus action to cast it. And then she is going to swing that cantrip and try to knock this thing. Well, it'd be beautiful if she could, like, knock it really hard and it would go falling down, down, down over the railing.
Uh-huh.
But let's see. Alexa, roll 1d20. Seven plus 3 is 10.
Okay. That will hit. It's not going to go flying over the edge.
No,
though.
not with that. Alexa, roll 1d8. Nine total.
Okay. As you hit this thing, you smack it directly in the shoulder. As you hit it right in the shoulder, your club actually makes the shoulder cave in, and it kind of turns its head and it looks at you and it just
And if I try to move away from it, it's going to get an attack of opportunity. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna take my chances, and I'm gonna go for the door.
Okay.
Well, for the bookcase that opened and he disappeared.
All right.
So I'm going.
Roll 1d20.
You got 5.
5. 8 is not going to hit.
That's not gonna hit.
All right. So it reaches
Shrews
out with
goodbye.
its clawed hand. It reaches out with its clawed hand to try to grab you, and you kind of dodge away, and you wave politely and continue on.
No sense standing here talking to it.
And it's Griff.
Well, that changed my plan.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It was probably a good move on your call, actually. I'm just gonna shoot him with Eldritch Blast again.
All right. The
That's how it's
snake
working.
lady or the
This
demon
thing with
guy
the
that's standing
eyeballs.
next to you?
Yeah.
Cool.
That guy.
The eyes have it.
Natural 20.
Bam. Hit him.
All right.
Eldritch Blast is awesome.
6. D10. Oh, 7. 7 total.
Okay. 7 with doubled?
Yeah, roll
No,
a 6
not
and a
doubled,
1.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
So, Griffin, describe your kill.
Well, similar as the attack earlier, he just puts his palm out and this crackling kind of red energy just shoots out from the center of his palm. And as it does, probably nobody would notice, but his eyes just for an instant kind of go like just an inky black color. And
All
then
right.
once the spell is finished being cast, it goes back to normal.
Okay. So this thing, as you hit it, it blasts apart. You hit it with one beam right in the chest and with the other one right in the head. And as the beam makes contact with the head just explodes into pieces. Leandra's very glad she wasn't nearby.
That would have sucked.
I just kind of look at my palms with surprise and then run for the bookshelf.
Okay.
And it's Rowan.
Yay! So this fiery looking thing is taken care of that's close to us, yes?
Yep.
Right. So the only thing left is the crazy snake lady.
Yep.
Well, this frost thing has been working before. Why not? I will try that again.
Okay.
And yeah, a 9's not gonna make it. So, do we still have the D4 still working?
Yes, you do.
Alright. I'll do that.
Oh, that's every time.
Yep.
Oh, did you already use it? You did use it, right?
Yes.
Okay, then
Is
yeah,
that-
you've already got
is
it.
that just a one-time
It's already
thing?
down.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Oh, alright. My bad. Alright.
Way to go, Mike.
I was like, man, I should have used it the whole time.
Good job, Mike.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if that was an ongoing thing. Alright, never mind. I missed.
Yep, just the one time.
Alright, good to know.
Okay.
So,
Is that it?
your as you shoot your, were you using Ray of Frost again?
Yep.
Or what were you trying to attack with?
Yep. I was doing frost again.
Okay.
Attempting to it.
As this beam of icy blue light travels toward the creature, it nearly reaches her, and just within a foot of reaching her, it turns harmlessly into bubbles.
Oh, brother.
All right.
So, it's Talon.
Can I run up to this thing?
You are on the 3rd tier, so you would have to run down 2 flights of stairs.
No, I'll just
Jump,
shoot
jump,
another
jump.
arrow at it.
You could jump.
Let me see.
Way fast.
Would that be athletics or acrobatics?
So, if you actually jump, I'm going to make you roll an acrobatics check to try to avoid taking damage from the fall.
I love it.
Fuck it. I'm going to jump.
Nice.
Yes! Alright. Make an acrobatics check.
24.
Oh!
Nice.
Whoa.
Oh, super.
3
I
more
was gonna
landing.
roll a 1.
Typically, this would be that you used your action. I'm going to let you attack still if you wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to.
So, as you
it and
jump, were
slash
you
at it.
trying to jump both tiers or just the first one?
Would I have to jump both to attack it with a sickle?
Yes.
Then I guess I tried to jump both.
Okay. Well, even with the 24, you're going to have to take a little bit of damage for that.
Okay.
But it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm imagining the opening scene of Underworld when she jumps off the top of that building and lands in the street. Just walked off.
Oh, wow. 25 on
Roll
the sickles.
1d6.
You got 5.
All right, you take 5 damage as you hit the ground. Wait,
Your
so
shins break.
so what did you roll for your attack?
25.
All right, is that for your main attack?
Yes.
Is that a natural 20?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was, son. All right, so what you're gonna do is, do you want to narrate this?
You can.
Okay. As
Why,
Talon
what happened with her?
as Talon jumps up on the banister, he takes stock of how high he is, and he launches off, and he barely clears the 2nd tier as he falls down to the 1st tier, and reaches out with one hand with a sickle in it, and jabs it directly into the shoulder of the snake lady. What is your damage? I'm not asking you what your problem is. I'm asking what damage you rolled.
10.
All right. She's not looking good.
Would you say my damage was 5?
Yeah, you took 5.
Okay, that's what I thought. Don't
Okay.
be doing that again.
She is not looking good. As Talon comes crashing down to the surprise of, I'm sure, everybody.
That was badass.
The sickle slams directly into her shoulder and tears out as he lands and rolls off to the side. Nice. That was dope.
Nice one.
No more jumping for me. Ow.
Who's next?
It's Crazy Snake Lady.
Preacher.
Okay.
Oh shit.
All right.
Probably
Talon. Let's see. Roll a d20.
You got 15.
All right. Talon is an 18 hit.
Yes.
Okay. Would you make a strength saving throw for me?
Alright.
He's grappling you.
Uh, 16.
All right. That, let me see. Roll a d20.
You rolled 9.
Okay. It's not going to work. Tongue lashes out at you from her mouth, and it rushes directly toward you. And it smacks you right in the face again. And it tries to wrap around your body. As it does, you kind of take a wide stance and kind of force it off with your sickle. Next, she raises a hand again. That same orange-black glow. Roll 1d4.
You got 1.
1 again, damn. Rowan, directly next to you, a creature starts to rise out of the ground. And it's the same smoldering-bodied creature.
Duh. Yikes.
And lastly... oh no, I'm not rolling that. She is going to... What's she gonna do? Alright, she's gonna step away. I think she's starting to freak out. So she's gonna try to step away from you guys. Right now, she has Budrum, Tom, and Talon directly on her. You guys all have an opportunity attack as she tries to step away.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Roll d20.
It's 15.
So 18.
Okay, that hits.
Do you
Roll
just
D-
roll
roll
a regular
D10.
attack for that?
Yeah, you're gonna roll a regular attack with your sickles.
Roll d10.
Yeah.
5 this time.
5 plus 1. 6.
Okay,
16 for me.
to hit. That's gonna hit. What's your damage?
7.
Okay, Tom.
I'm going to use my D4.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I got a total of... so that's a total of 13. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. That's 5.
All right. Okay, you all reach out with your weapons as she's trying to step away. Talon, you kind of hook behind her with your sickle, and it stabs directly into her back. Budrum, as you swing your warhammer, it crashes directly into her shoulder, and Tom, as you swing your warhammer, it crashes directly into her stomach, pushing her further onto Talon's sickle. Between the three of you, she falls.
Yay!
Woohoo! Hooray! Victory is ours.
Panting,
Rowan.
Panting Budrum will turn to Talon and say, "That was fucking cool."
I was very
I'm going to
lucky.
collect one of her snake heads.
Okay.
Her snake tongue heads.
You can... I'll have you try in just a minute. Rowan, one of these creatures is still standing next to you.
Oh crap! I forgot about him.
Yep.
Right. Still have
He
a
is
problem up here.
He reaches out toward you.
Yeah.
And let's see. That's going to be... Roll 1d20.
You got 2.
Alright. It reaches out toward you and starts grabbing the wall. It's confused.
Can I try and attack it? Oops. Let me let you finish, my bad. Sorry.
Oh, that's it for its turn. It's just filling up the wall right now. Who would be next?
I think it's...
It would be your creature, but you attacked with
He
him,
just
right?
went. Yes, he just went.
Okay, so it'd be Budrum. How far would he be from running up to help?
You would have to run all the way back to the door, then up 2 flights of stairs.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to run about 10 feet to reach this spot.
Okay. So
You're probably not going to reach it.
yeah, straight shot. How far would you say if I was casting something?
It would be about 30 feet.
30 feet.
I'm not counting trajectory and all that junk.
Yeah, no worries. That's not going to go 5 feet. 60 feet. I'll give it a go. Why not? So I'll even though it may be necrotic, I'm going to try Toll the Dead.
Okay.
So you'll have a Wisdom saving throw of 10.
Okay. Let me grab its stat real quick. D20.
It's 7.
That's a fail.
What was that?
That's a fail. It got a 7.
That creature's not already damaged, is it?
It is not.
Okay. Roll d8.
It's 7 this time.
It does 7 damage, so Budrum points his finger up at the creature and everyone hears a loud dong, and the creature is struck with a searing pain, necrotic damage.
Okay. Nice. As these tendrils of blackness kind of reach over the creature as the sound reverberates, its muscles contort, and it's immediately kind of it stops feeling up the wall, and it is looking like it's in pain. However, you would take that from this kind of creature.
It's Tom's turn now.
Tom, up to you can spend your turn harvesting, or you can attack.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Tom forgot about the other creature.
Gotcha. So, roll me a. Let's do nature.
I got a 6. I think I might have nature. No, I have survival. Is that the same as nature?
Okay.
Or is that different?
They're different.
Okay, yeah. So that's a 6 then.
Okay.
Is nature wisdom?
Yes.
It's 5 then.
Okay. As you go to harvest one of these snake heads, and you try to cut it off with... What are you using to cut it?
I got a small knife in my pouch.
As you're doing that, you realize that the snake skin on these things is really tough, and it's taking quite a lot of effort to harvest these things. By the time you pull it off, the majority of the blood that was in the creature has drained out, and it's kind of looking a little shriveled, and the cut where you sliced was really jagged. But you have a snake head.
And
that's it.
Onyx.
How far away is the creature?
It's about 30 feet, or actually about 15 feet from you.
Oh, only 15. Okay.
It's 15 and up.
And I use dash, which lets me go 90 feet.
Let's see. Oh, that's a tough one.
I think dash just doubles your movement.
No, it triples it.
Actually, no, it just doubles.
I will use the fork, please.
Oh, I just read online right now that it triples, but okay, if it only doubles. Okay.
Yeah, it only doubles. So it would do 60 feet.
Okay, so it's on
You're not going to be able to reach it with 60. Because you'd have to go to the door, then up one flight of stairs and up a second flight of stairs, and then over 10 more feet.
Alright, is it possible, is it in my line of sight? Can I?
It is.
Alright, then I guess I can use my crossbow, I guess.
Okay.
Try to shoot.
You'll also have sneak attack on this, because Rowan is standing right next to it.
Alright. Hold on, I gotta check and see what the heck my crossbow is. I haven't used it.
Should be good. I think the minimum range is 80 maybe?
Yeah, the range is fine. He's trying to figure out what he needs to add and everything. Yep.
Oh,
No good.
oops.
No problem.
I only half heard that.
It's all good.
That's weird. For some reason, I don't even have it on here. I have the rapier and the daggers.
You could throw a dagger at it.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Alright, okay, Alexa, roll 1d20. So I only got 8.
8. Did you add your modifiers to it? It'll be your dex plus your proficiency.
9 then.
Just a 9?
Yeah.
What is your dex?
The dex is plus 3.
Okay. Oh, I thought you said you had an 8. My bad. And was that your proficiency would make it an 11? So that'll hit.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and roll damage. 1d4 plus 3.
Alexa, roll 1d4. Okay, so I got 6. So that would be for what, 10 damage?
Yep. Well, wait. How did you get 6 on a d4?
Oh, I thought you said roll a 6.
No, 1d4 plus 3.
Oh, Alexa, roll 1d4. Alexa, roll 1d4. I don't know why he keeps telling me she's rolling 6.
Well, you would have to roll a 6. You would get to roll a 6.
Tell her to roll a 4-sided die. I don't know why, but that's what it takes.
Roll a 4-sided die. Okay, so it just says 4.
Okay. Plus 3, so you did 7 damage on this thing.
Alright.
As your dagger flies up toward the creature, and Rowan is looking at it, she sees a dagger pierce directly through its head. And the creature goes limp, but it's stuck to the wall as the dagger has pierced directly through its head.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
And you guys are out of combat.
Nice.
Do I have to go and collect that dagger?
You could. It's a good idea too.
Okay, I think I'll do that.
Yeah, or it's like right next to me. I could just grab it and like toss it to you.
Oh yeah, that's cool too. Yeah, can you please grab my dagger?
Yep, I'll get it and just kind of toss it to him carefully so I don't.
Okay.
Daggers.
Yeah. Onyx, make a dex. No, I'm kidding.
I want to try to
like I tossed it at
collect some of my arrows.
Okay. You can
right up to the bookshelf.
Yeah, I'd like to try and get in that bookshelf.
Okay. As you guys make it to the bookshelf, Talon, you can gather half of the arrows that you've used.
Okay.
As you guys rush over to this bookshelf, it looks flush against the wall. And as you guys try to pull on it, I'm going to need a strength check from one of you with advantage.
While this is happening, I'm going to try and save some of the pile of books that they were burning.
Okay. As you rush over to the pile of books, it is a big fire, and a lot of them have already been burned. So, how do you want to try to save the books?
I'm gonna call for help. Be like, hey, somebody saved the books, and I'm just gonna reach in, kind of like take fire damage and yank out a random book or two.
Okay. Who wants to help the crazy man save books?
Can I just shoot a couple of frost rays and try to, or a few frost rays and try to like, freeze the
If
fire
you
and
did,
whatnot, I guess.
if you did, it would
I don't know.
damage the books.
Oh well, never mind. Shoot.
Anybody got any water?
Andrew got an 18 on his check.
Got a what?
18.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Did anybody hear?
I'm not sure.
You got
18. 18.
18. Okay. For some reason, my internet always messes up. Okay. Leandra, as you and Griff pull on this bookcase together, you hear a latching click as the bookcase starts to pull away from the wall.
Cool.
I'm gonna try to look for anything, I guess, kind of obvious, and if I don't find anything, I'm just gonna start pulling books off the shelves.
Yep.
Okay.
See.
Can I check
so
traps?
There's as you guys pull the bookshelf away from the wall, you can see that there is a passageway that's behind it.
Okay, good.
Tom, roll 1d6.
You rolled 6.
All right, you get 6 fire damage as you stick your hand in,
That's fair.
and you will save. Roll 1d4.
You rolled 1.
1 book.
Oh, I'll take the one.
Fucking hell.
All right. Griff and Leandra, as you guys look into this passageway, it's completely dark. You guys are staring in. Leandra, I think you can't see past the darkness. But Griff, what you see is a hallway that continues down. And that's about all you can see.
And Leandra apologizes and says, watch your eyes, because she's got to have a torch. She's got to be able to see.
Okay.
So.
So Tom, you are right now trying to stop this book from smoldering. Budrum, Talon, Onyx, what are you guys doing?
I'm checking on Fruffles, and I think he lost 1.5 of his 9 lives.
Luckily, you didn't try to do a tuck and roll. Otherwise, you would have smashed the cat.
Got you.
Right.
All right. Fruffles
just
is
catching his
shaken.
breath.
Okay.
Sorry.
Fruffles is shaken, but fine. Budrum's just leaning on his warhammer.
Yeah, he's just catching his breath and watching Tom wondering why he's so concerned about books.
Budrum, as you look back toward the creature that you guys felled, she is almost completely gone. Her hair is still sticking out of the ground and it's sinking down.
Gross. Is there enough of a crack in this bookshelf that I could maybe stick a dagger in there and try to get that latch?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Check for traps.
He's in a rush, so he's not even thinking about that right now. Can you sleight of hand for this? What is there? Next?
Yeah, go ahead. Sleight of hand will work for this.
Roll a d20.
Rolling. It's 18 this time.
21.
All right. As you force your dagger into this latch, the metal starts to bend slightly, and eventually it just kind of cracks, and the bookcase pulls away a little bit easier. Now the opening is wide enough for you guys to go in.
Okay.
Rowan, what are you doing?
I will just the book thing didn't work out, so I'm gonna go and see what Leandra and them are doing, and wait for see if they get the lock open or whatever they're working at.
Yeah, so they've pulled the bookshelf away, and I believe Griff and Leandra are going to start going in. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh. I will follow them in then.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing? There's
I'll
4
follow
of you.
all of them.
All right. Talon says, "Wait for me," and runs back to the door, back up 2 flights of stairs, back all the way back to the bookshelf. And he'll
Why do
join.
I do these things?
I'm glad though, because at least now everybody down there knows that we all just left.
Yeah, exactly.
Bedroom
So
will
speaking of,
ask Tom, are you okay?
I'll survive.
You really love books, eh?
It's just it's really, knowledge is very powerful, and once books are burned, you can't kind of really unburn them.
Yeah,
I know of.
knowledge is very powerful. You should have used some of those books to help us kill the crazy snake woman.
I'm gonna take off I have traveler's clothes, so I'm gonna assume that's like a cloak or something like that, and I'm gonna try and save, try and bat out the flames. I'm assuming that's not gonna really work though.
not really. It's a very large fire, so your cloak will catch on fire.
Budrum will use his warhammer to try and sweep some of the books out of it for Tom.
Okay. As Budrum does this, there are books that are now on fire scattered across the floor.
Budrum looks at Tom and just says, "Fuck me, I'm sorry."
Thanks for trying. Tom's gonna stick around here and have a short rest while you guys go on.
Okay.
Budrum will wait with Tom. Have a little
All
rest.
right. Onyx, are you gonna wait with Tom and Budrum? Or are you guys gonna go? Or are you gonna go upstairs with the other guys?
I'm going to look at the books that are on the bookshelf that they open.
Okay, so you're gonna go upstairs where everybody else is then.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go in the doorway with them.
Gotcha.
I just wanna look at the
Okay, so you go all the way over to where everybody else is. They are all going inside. The 4 of them are going inside, and you're hanging out by the books and looking at those.
Yeah, just kind of having a rest too, but just looking at the books.
Okay, are you looking for anything in particular in the books?
No, I guess it's just a random. If something catches my eye or something, I guess.
Okay. As you are searching through the books, you find an elven fairy tale book that you remember enjoying when you were a kid. You kind of pull it off the shelves and flip through it.
Yeah, cool.
It feels like home in this terrible, terrible place.
As Budrum's looking through books, as he's sitting next to Tom, he throws one down the floor and says, no pictures."
Oh.
All right. So the 4 of you who went inside of the bookshelf area. Griff, I think you were leading. Is that correct?
Sure. So much for the front, probably. Just because he's trying to hurry.
Either Griff or Leandra. One of you guys could lead. Who would be the one?
Let Griff, but she'll be right behind him.
Cool. Okay. Right behind him. Both of you will need to make dex saves.
Oh, goody.
Ooh, that's not good.
15.
Okay.
I got a 4.
Ow. Ow.
Griff, as you step through, you are a little shocked to find your feet moving out from beneath you as you slide along the floor and fall onto a collection of ball bearings that were left.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Leandra, you are looking...
falling.
I watched Griff do that, and I'm all right. Don't do that.
Yep. Leandra is safe. She looks down and... Oh, McDreamy just fell.
I won't tell the girls, she says.
I meant to do it. I was trying to warn you.
I was trying to warn you with my actions. Actions speak louder than words, after all.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Griff, as you stand back up, are you going to warn Rowan and Talon?
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, shout back out.
Okay.
Let's get
Watch
that.
your step. And keep on going.
All right. Rowan and Talon, as you guys carefully step over these ball bearings, you join the 2 of them. Leandra, you have a torch out, correct?
Yep.
Okay. There are a couple of things that you guys notice when you first walk through. There's a small chest to the right, and directly ahead, the hallway continues and bends off to the right.
I'm gonna start running forward.
Okay.
Leandra says the chest will be here. Let's go see if we can find that guy.
Okay. So these two go taking off. What about Talon and Rowan?
Yep. That'll be here when we get back.
Okay.
Chest isn't going anywhere.
All right. As you guys continue running down this corridor, it snakes to the left and then off to the right. And it begins to slightly start to curve down, as if you are moving downward.
Huh?
As you guys continue
coming.
running, Leandra, you will notice for sure there's a slight breeze coming in. You can feel on your face.
Can she look around and see where the breeze might be coming from?
Yeah, as you look around where you are right now, you can't see anything. It's just because the hallway keeps twisting and turning. But you notice not only the breeze, but you notice the scent of fresh air.
And your
It doesn't smell as musty and dank here.
Right.
As you continue on, assuming you guys are continuing on.
Yep.
She just says there's fresh air coming from somewhere.
Yep. As you guys continue on, you see a light ahead. It looks just like a bright light. You can't really tell much about it. Do you guys continue on?
Riff does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. As you guys get closer, are we still in the same marching order? Griff, Leandra, Rowan, Talon?
Sounds good to me.
Cool.
Yeah.
As you guys get closer to this light, Griffin, make another dexterity save.
Okay. I got that bad one out of the way. Roll a d20.
Okay. 7.
Oh, that's an 8.
Okay. Leandra, also make a dex save.
I got a 12.
Okay. So both of you guys slip this time on another set of ball bearings. Rowan and Talon, you guys are a little bit behind as you guys had to make your way over here, and you guys spot these two on the ground.
And Andrews just laughs and looks at Griffin says, "It looked like fun the first time."
I'm hoping next time I'll see him coming.
As you guys stand back up and continue forward, the light is coming from a doorway.
Open?
Yep,
inside.
it is.
Yeah.
Cracked open. And it is a bright light. You can kind of see it looks like just bright light. Just kind of a bright white light. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go up there and look out.
All right. As you guys approach this door and are right up against it, it is slightly cracked open. And as you look out, you see what looks to be a dried riverbed.
What the heck?
Okay. If I step out and look around, do I see anyone by chance?
You can make a survival check. Griff, as you step out, you look up, and there is the underside of a bridge above you. And to the left and right is the sight of the sky at dusk.
All right. Well, at least we found our way out. Roll a d20.
It's 8.
9.
Okay.
That's not good. This is not going well for me.
Not really. As you look around, you see no sign of anybody.
All right.
Leandra, would you like to try?
I would.
Okay.
She's fairly good at survival. And I have a question.
Rowan and
Maybe you'll
Yep.
help her. She's been in 2 different places, as you know. Just curious if this is the same world she entered this place in. Anyway, that's Alexa, roll 1d20.
As Talon and Rowan also emerge from this doorway, Talon, if you'd like, you could help Leandra.
17.
Okay. Survival check.
Yep. Oh, you just provide advantage for her.
All right.
As your,
That'd even
Roll
better.
D20.
Alexa, roll 1d20.
yeah, let's see if you can get higher.
Yeah.
13.
In my chair?
You provided advantage to Leandra, so she's rolling a second time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So slightly better, but
Okay. Leandra, as Talon is kind of watching you look around to see what you can see, you are spotting some tracks on the ground. And Talon, being the expert tracker and hunter that he is, he picks up quickly what you're doing and starts showing you, pointing to the tracks as they continue on.
I'm drinking my Dr. Pepper.
As you guys continue down the riverbed, you see that the tracks kind of lead out of the riverbed and up onto the grass. And you guys can follow it for about 10 feet, and suddenly the tracks just disappear. Even with Talon's expertise in hunting and tracking, he can't find where they went.
Were they big tracks? Like a large?
They were shoes. They looked like
Oh, okay.
shoes. Yep. There is something odd here. The grass where the footprints stopped is all flattened into, and there's a circle here. It's a little bit of a large circle. It's like 5 by 5.
UFOs came
Crop
down.
circles, what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Well, maybe next time.
All right. Are you guys going to go back into the library, or are you going to take a look out here? What are you going to do?
I think I'd like to try and figure out what happened here.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna head out now, or I'm gonna
Okay.
end the call. So Tom's just gonna stay there and read the books and do a short rest.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming.
Catch
Yeah,
you later,
thank you.
Ed.
So,
Bye. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Can
Uh,
Leandra make it? Sorry.
Yes, Leandra can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Or Arcana, as Jim says.
Griff's gonna start walking back inside. He's gonna pause at that chest and then go back in to see what the other people are doing inside still.
Okay.
She's got like a 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've kind of heard something about these. It looks familiar to something you would have seen before. It kind of brings to mind something about the Fae, but you're not really sure. So, as Griff approaches the doorway back down into the library, you notice, Griff, as you turn around and you kind of get your bearings as to where you are, you're at the entrance of Rose Lake, where there's a bridge that crosses over this riverbed that usually has some water flowing in it because it rains pretty often in Rose Lake. But right now it seems to be pretty dry. At least it's, no water. It's not completely dry. It's still kind of muddy, but you notice that this doorway that you guys came out of is really well hidden beneath the bridge. It's hidden behind some shrubbery, and it's kind of a stone door that's caked in mud, so it
Okay.
is hidden pretty well.
Okay.
Leandra, Rowan, Talon, are you guys going to head back in?
yeah, Talon's gonna head back in.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I'm thinking. Oh yeah, I'll go back.
Okay. Leandra's like, I'm leaving forever. Bye.
Yeah.
As you guys start to approach back to underneath the bridge, you hear the chittering sound of one of those lizard creatures.
No.
Oh, wait.
I'm kidding. So you do hear the chittering sound and the sound of these claws kind of coming up toward you. And as a creature launches itself over the bridge, an arrow runs directly through its head. As it falls harmlessly directly in front of you guys and lays there completely limp and unresponsive, a man steps out from behind a tree, and he's covered in a green cloak that shrouds his face. And he slowly approaches. Leandra, this looks familiar to you. This looks like a member of the Watchmen, who are a group of people who keep Oakheart safe from outside forces.
Gotcha. So he came with us, as it were.
Essentially. Not with you guys.
No, with Oakheart.
Oh, yes, gotcha.
Yeah.
He steps forward and he stands there and he says, Leandra?
Does she know his name at all? Does she recall?
He will pull his hood back and make an intelligence check. Just a straight intelligence.
Alexa,
Oh, I suppose that's the wrong term for you now.
14.
What was it?
14.
Okay. He says, what was it? Baroness Leandra? And you
Griff
recognize...
kind of raises one eyebrow, looks at her and just cocks one eyebrow.
And she just looks at Griff and says, "You never asked." So what is his name?
His name is Zarad, Zarrad, and he is another half-elf. And he is fairly attractive, but for some reason, he's never really caught your eye. Growing up, you knew each other. You guys went to the same schools, and he was also a member of nobility of some sort in the past. But he was more of a rough and tumble kid.
Gotcha.
And you always knew he had a little bit of a crush on you.
She says, "No need to stand on ceremony, Zarad."
Oh, well, I don't want to disrespect. Sorry.
It's all right.
What are you doing here?
Fine question. Look to Griff. I think we're trying to help the people. This tragedy, have you seen?
Yes, we, myself and a band of watchmen have been going through town and picking them off.
How bad is it?
There aren't many left. Many of them are safe in the inn, but that is one of the only places that was fortified.
Gotcha. And are there a lot of these creatures left?
There are some. They seem to be piled around the temple and on top of the temple. But we're picking them off as best we can.
The temple might have been our fault.
You always did get in trouble, didn't you?
Yeah. To be my middle name. That's what my father used to say.
He kind of gives you a little grin, and he notices your companions, and he gives a deep bow. Apologies for not introducing myself. My name is Zara, and I am a member of the Watchmen of Okot.
This is Zara. Zara. This is Griffin and Rowan, and who else do we have? Is it Talon?
Talon.
Griffin waves.
She'll make introductions.
He gives a pleasant smile to Rowan, kind of gives a little bit of a hesitant look toward Griffin, and then walks up to Talon and says, "You must be the watchman in charge of taking care of Baroness."
I'm not a watchman, but I do my best.
Let him put this. Aw.
What was that? It cut out.
What did you say, Leandra?
Oh, I just said aw when he said he would do his best.
I don't know what your watchmen are, but I do my best. I jump off of high things.
He kind of looks at you and says...
And he saves cats, which makes him a good person.
What kind of watchman are you? I don't... Do you not hunt? Do you not destroy creatures who attempt to destroy towns?
I do. I'm a ranger that works on the outskirts of most of the villages.
Oh. You're new?
Yes.
Oh. Well, if you're going to be traveling with Lady Leandra, the Baroness, you must receive proper training, and I take it upon myself to provide that to you.
What must I do?
Maybe be a decision that the lady makes.
I didn't ask your permission, sir.
Wow.
He looks at Talon.
Griffin just smiles at him.
He looks at Talon and says, no worries, we can talk about it later, once the town has cleared. Where did you come from? I thought you said you were in the temple.
We were. It's very strange.
Griff's going to say, you seem sharp, you'll figure it out. And he's going to turn and walk off.
Oh, boys.
Such an ass.
How rude. Baroness, really?
We were in the temple, but we followed we opened a door and it led out to the river. It was very, it should not have done that. I mean, geographically, logic.
Where did you come out from?
You point out where they were?
Okay. As he spots it. Ah, yes, a tunnel. Oh. I see. Okay. And
So-
you will be accompanying me back to town now?
No, we still have some business to...
Oh. That's a shame. I trust that your companions will keep you safe along your journey. And, of course,
She tilts her head and kind of gives him this sort of... It might be mistaken for a glare.
Uh-huh.
I haven't had to have it look after me for a long, long time, Zared.
Sorry, it's habit. Of course, the lady, the Baroness needs no one to look after her. She simply requires attendance.
Trust me, your Baroness has more than held her end of the bargain with this party.
Oh, thank you.
No,
Well,
I'm good.
Shall we go?
If you guys do not return, he looks over and takes in the sight of Griffin. I'll be sure to let the authorities know who to look for.
He just smiles at him again. He says, don't be hard on yourself. You've got a few hundred more years. Maybe she'll say yes at some point.
he glares
And
at you.
they have to laugh.
He glares at you and spits.
I'm still just smiling at him. Nice to meet you.
Watch out for the creature behind you.
I'm just looking at him. Still. Not buying it.
Leandro will walk over to Griff and punch him lightly in the shoulder like sister, my brother or something.
Let me see what he does here. Oh, come on. Oh, weird. Oh, my Google Home has decided it's done for the night. He disappears into the trees and into the darkness.
I think you hurt his feelings, Griff.
He just shrugs. He says he started out trying to be nice to him.
You were being an ass.
And not at first, I wasn't.
Well, that's how some people perceive you.
I'll see what I could do.
He means well. I know that doesn't help, but he means well.
All right. As the rest of you retreat back into the tunnel and make your way back to the library, you come across that chest again.
Yes, we do.
Of course. Why would you forget treasure?
Especially you can batter it some kind of treasure chest monster thing, you know. A mimic. There we go.
A mimic.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I gotta remember mimics.
No.
Let's see what I've done.
Mimics and gelatinous cubes. Oh yeah, you guys are in for fun. All right. Who wants to inspect the chest then? Or does anybody?
I'll do it if nobody else wants to. At least I have hit points.
I also have full hit points.
Oh, I don't have full hit points. I have a bunch. So.
Cool. I mean,
All
I can do it if you like. I haven't been hit any, so it's up to you, whichever.
Good.
Hooray!
Rowan, do you open the chest or what do you want to do?
Is there a way to check for traps somewhere?
There is. You can do an
Is there
investigation.
background and whatnot? Yes, please. I will do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and do that with the
I
cannon.
have-
You make a good
Oh,
point.
cool. Because I don't think investigation is actually a skill, but we'll see. So that
It
would
is.
be. I think that's intelligence, isn't it?
It is. Yep.
Let me just double check. If that's one of her things. Let me double check. Real quick.
Gotcha.
Let me. Oops. Just-
Back in the temple, for you guys who are still there, for Onyx and Budrum.
Mm-hmm.
Tom too, but you know. As you guys are in there, taking your short rest, and Onyx, as you're reading your book, you hear from the third tier on the opposite side. Hello?
The bedroom will
nice.
shout up, Onyx, be quiet, I'm trying to sleep.
And I'll say down, hey, that wasn't me.
Who was it?
Are you friendly?
No.
Forget I was here.
How can I forget you were here? I don't know who you are.
You haven't even looked at him.
Onyx,
speaking-
who is it?
You're speaking to God.
How long can you tread water?
Can I look over that way and
Yep.
see if I can see anything?
Yep. Go ahead and make a perception check. Rowan, did you do your investigation?
I did. I
Okay.
was just waiting for their little bits to get done.
Go
I
ahead.
rolled a 14 and a natural 20, so I will take the 20.
Yeah, you got a 20. Nice. As you look, there is a small little tripwire here, and you can disarm it. I'm going to take your natural 20 to just disarm it. And as you unhook the tripwire, you see that it was attached to a small dart mechanism that would launch the dart if the wire was pulled directly up in your facial region.
Ow.
As you harmlessly move it aside, inside you find a book that has a person who is half transformed into an animal. It looks like there's a woman who is forming eagle wings on the front, and there is also a collection of 4 potions in there. They are reddish in color, and they are wrapped together by a band that has a small silver charm on it. It's a circular charm with a crosshair in the middle.
Nice. I will take both of those. I'll just stick them in my pack or whatever for now, and I will. We can look at those when we get to the rest of our group back in wherever they're at, the library, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping to take a peek at that book.
Oh, okay. I will hand the book over to her if she wants to take a look at it, and I will stick the potions in my pack for now.
All right. Leandra, this book is all about. It's a very old book. The pages are yellowed, and some seem to be crumbling slightly. So it takes great care as you are looking through it. But it is about a group of people who are able to transform into animals, and there seems to be
Yay!
some slight instructions.
I see what he did. Nice.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
may not see that book again because I'm like, yeah.
No biggie.
She devours it. She's flipping through the pages, and somebody might have to make sure she doesn't tumble down as she's looking at the pages.
All right. As you guys step back into the library, you hear Onyx yelling across the room at somebody, and you just hear, "Forget I was here." Onyx,
boy.
what was your
What
perception
now?
check?
18.
18. Across the room.
Who's Eric? That just
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Did he?
Not you. I can hear it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just us.
I think
Yeah,
we
What
lost
happened?
Eric.
There we
Yeah, he
Hello?
he started
there he is.
talking and then
Oh, there he
there
is.
we go.
Yay!
Oh, shoot. Onyx, as you stare... Are you guys hearing me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Onyx, as you stare across the room, between a couple of the books, you can see that there are 2 eyes staring out at you. You can't really see much because there are lots of books in the way.
Yeah. Okay. So can I ask the person their name and what they're doing here?
Go ahead.
What's your name over there and what are you doing here?
I have no name. Forget me.
That's almost impossible. Since you've already been talking.
He moves a couple of steps to the right. There, now you can't see me. You can still see his eyes.
All right, and I'm on the 2nd, and he's on the 3rd, right?
You are on the 3rd tier. He's also on the 3rd tier, but he's opposite of you.
Oh, so he's on the other side. Okay.
Yes.
You
You could walk there if you please.
Have we caught up to him yet?
You have. You guys are just now emerging into the room.
All right, I'm gonna walk over there. and get
Okay.
a closer look.
Where are you going? I'm behind you.
So
Whichever way he's going, I want to go the opposite way.
Okay. All right.
turns around really quick to see who said that.
Who said what?
I thought you said he was behind me.
Oh, he was telling you that from behind the bookcase where he still is. He's trying to trick you.
It's just the rest of us walking out of the hall.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess Onyx goes closer to see
To where?
over by the where the guy is talking.
I'll
He,
stay here and look after the puppy.
He
I'd stay here and look after the
stares
puppy.
out at you from behind the bookshelf but doesn't say any words.
Okay. Can I look around to make sure there's no danger? Like,
Yeah.
because it might be a trap or something.
Yeah, go for it. Do an investigation check. He whispers to you, "Go away. You're not safe."
Okay. Alexa, roll 1d20.
I'm gonna shout down to the guys below. Just say, "Hey, we're back.
Alexa,
Everything's fine." Guy, the other one disappeared. Are you sleeping, Bertram?
Wait, what?
nice.
Hi.
So I rolled a 20 and I have +5.
Okay.
Damn.
You don't see any traps of any kind. It's just behind a bookshelf.
All right. Maybe I can ask some of the other people if they want to go around the other side, and while I go around, like they go to the left and I'll go around the right. And kind of
Okay.
cut them off.
Okay.
Can Budrim call up to you guys while this is going on?
Yep.
He'll call up back to Griff and say, "What was doing there?"
It's just a long hallway out to the outside the city.
Is
So
it
if we can get
safe?
It was when we were there. There's still a couple of those bug things and some really rude man in a green cloak.
He wasn't rude. You're just an ass.
I said hi. I just said hi, and he glared at me. I don't know what that was all about. Baroness?
It's probably because he knew you lied to me earlier.
Oh yeah?
I only bent the truth a little.
Dang. What you in his foot wall?
She's smiling though. She doesn't seem to hold the grudge.
Budrim's already walking out of the library to go and get the survivors, just shaking his head.
Onyx, as you and the others are trying to move the bookcase, he says,
Ow.
Stop! You're gonna damage the books. Hasn't there been enough loss today?"
Sure, there has been enough loss, but I'm not understanding why you're still not telling us who you are and what you're doing here.
"I belong here. You do not. Go away."
We'll go away as soon as we know who you are.
He does kind of have a point, Onyx.
Fine. If you'll leave me to my business. I am Tarek with the Charcoal Order, and I'm a librarian here.
Did you say with the chocolate order?
That's what it's called these days.
They're a funk band.
Tarek and the chocolate orders.
Yeah.
No, I said charcoal.
Oh, my mistake.
So rude. As at the mention of Charcoal Order, Tom perks up. And he kind of looks up at this guy. You all are trespassing, and I would appreciate it if you would leave.
Could I ask him about, since he's a librarian, could I ask him about maybe some rogue books? I realize that he wants everyone to leave. But,
How do you want to phrase the question?
I guess, say, okay, no reason to get upset. We'll be going pretty soon, as soon as some of my friends downstairs rest. But since you're the librarian here, would you happen to have any information on any maybe like I guess like how would I say that? Like I can't really say like rogue, right? Or
However you want to phrase it.
oh,
It matters.
Okay. Oh, do you have any books on stealth?
Excuse me? Stealth?
Yes.
For what purposes?
Leander just covers her eyes.
Am I the only one that doesn't want to read?
For hiding.
Oh, for fighting. For,
No.
oh, okay. Well, sure. Let me take you over to our other sections. By the way, would your friends like a pot of tea while they're resting in my home? Perhaps they would while I read to you a story about how you can steal and stab people in their sleep.
I didn't know that. Thank you for that tidbit of information.
I just wanted to hide as you left, and then you had to come in. At this point, why don't you just do it? He throws his hands up. Use that dagger. I saw you use it before. Go on.
Can he hear all of us?
Yes.
You do know that we've been protecting your temple from these monsters as much as we can, right?
I do know that you are the only ones who have come in here, other than the other two men, who have both left by now. Why don't you follow suit?
In a minute,
Maybe we're trying to do something good.
yeah, in a minute, there's going to be a whole lot of survivors from inside the city coming through here. So maybe just prepare yourself.
Maybe you better make them a pot of tea.
Yeah, I'd make a lot of tea actually.
No, I think they might all need a cuppa.
Yeah, a lot of
Lovely.
tea.
Lovely. Lovely.
We're just trying to help. We'll be out here as quick as we can.
Talon turns to Griff. Finally, someone that's more of an ass than you.
Griff just chuckles at him. Oh, and then he puts up one finger like, hold on. And looks back at the guy and says, oh, and by the way, all the burnt books in the pile down there, that was not us. Just so you know.
He whimpers.
Yeah, they were burning before we got here.
No, I'm full.
He points to Griff. You'd probably be less of an ass without that thing following you around.
What? Griff looks around.
He continues walking, and he's going to go downstairs.
And he looks back at the guy like, that was a good one. You got me on that one.
I
bought
bet we
that one,
feed
I'll
him
take
the
it.
next spider.
Let's see. There's one more thing I wanted to cover tonight, but I need to check on our time. Looks like we're running kind of late. What do you guys think?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm okay still.
I'm good.
I can, but I'm going to be sleepy tomorrow.
It won't go much longer. Maybe 15 minutes or so.
All right, because I've got work in the morning.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to recover this for Tom, too. So as Tom is down there and he recognizes the name Charcoal Order, he kind of perks up a little bit and starts digging through his bag. And as the man reaches the bottom of the stairs, Tom meets him and says, excuse me, I'm part of the Charcoal Order. Well, I'm not part. Well, I was part, but I and the man kind of stares at him. Excuse me, are you sure? I kind of was, but then I'm kind of like, yes. The man looks at Tom and looks at the book that is in his hand. It's the book that had the initials DM on it. That the man who was flying off had dropped. And he says, "Oh, you found that one then?" Yes, I had many questions about it. Okay, well, have you looked at it? And he opens the book.
No, we usually do two, I think.
Let's see. as you guys look, or as you guys are coming down the stairs behind him, Rowan, you notice something as he opens the book. On the first page is an exact replica of the eagle that is carved into your wood carving necklace thing, your wood pendant. On the next page, as Tom flips through it, he sees a true to life drawing of the man who was floating up, and it says next to him in big letters, Rithers. On the next page, there is a family tree of sorts. There are a few names written on it, and they all have circles next to them, except for one. It has a circle with a check mark through it, and it says the name is Elliot Thorne, and it says Farazir. Lastly, on the last page, there is a picture of a deer skull, and below that it says in scrawling letters, "A red eye in the corner of yours." And the rest of the pages in the book have been torn out. So, the man says to Tom, "I can help you, but I need to get these people out of my home first. Of course, that is if you really are part of the charcoal order. Not chocolate. Charcoal order."
Chocolate would taste better.
That's just rude. Okay?
You haven't been terribly pleasant either, so...
Well, can you blame me?
We came in and tried to help your people. Yes, I can blame you.
You came in with a group of people who destroyed my books.
We didn't start the fire.
Actually, he saved
Now I
one.
start singing Billy Joel songs.
That's what I was thinking too. I didn't think of that before I said it.
Fine. You all can make yourselves comfortable or whatever you want to do. I have to clean up. And he goes about cleaning up the library.
I think Onyx will help him clean up.
Okay.
In hopes of getting some tips. He's a librarian. Like, he has to have a wealth of knowledge. I hope so.
As after you finish helping him clean up, he says, "Fine. I suppose you're not all that bad." And he goes and he collects a bunch of books. And he says, "Here are some for you and some for your companions. And go away. Have fun. Bring them back, but have fun."
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right. That's where we're going to end for the night. You guys are now level 3. You all have books that will teach you your new skills.
Nice.
Cool.
All right.
Sweet.
So, does Tom still have this book, or
He
did
does.
he give it back to? Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
Because yeah, that's interesting. I might look into that somehow.
Yep.
And as everybody's just settling down, Griff's just going from person to person, like, "You haven't seen something follow me, have you? Is it like a thing?" Because people keep saying that. And then, like, as wherever they say, he just goes to the next person, just asking around, just because.
As you go up to Talon, the Fruffles peeks out its head out and it hisses at you.
He's been following you.
That cat is
Yes.
just pleasant. I wish I could pet it, but I don't think it likes me.
Darling, you've got to stop playing with vermin.
Shh. No, it's okay. I'm connecting with people. That's the thing we do.
I don't know.
Just trust me.
That's all in his mind, right? We can't hear that.
Yep.
Yes. Fine. I'm gonna go
Because
do
at first I
something
thought you
else.
said Talon, and I was like, wait a minute.
No. Fine. I'm gonna go do something else, darling. I'll catch you later. Okay.
Yep. Call me.
When
Maybe.
Griff asks Leandra, she seems a little baffled, and she thinks about the note she has from him. that she really needs to start showing around to people. And
Okay.
she's perplexed by Griff's current approach, but she just says, I thought you knew the man we were following.
You know, I thought I did too, but so I wanted to catch him.
Yeah, I wanted to catch him too, to ask him a few questions.
Yeah, I have a feeling we cross paths with him again.
I have a feeling you'll see him and Slenderman.
After your recent conversation, Griff, the cat has now come up to you and is nuzzling against your legs.
Oh, okay. He's just like very, very carefully and slowly, like one finger scratch on the head.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't bite.
Yes, he does.
Me?
That's true. Forgot. Talon was trying to lure Griff into hopefully that Ruffles would bite him.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to ruin your game.
No, I totally forgot.
Budrum, as you return with the survivors, they all are hesitant as they come in here.
Mm-hmm.
And are you showing them the way out, or are they all just going to hang out here for a while?
They'll hang out here with us until we leave. We're not just going to send them out on their own.
Okay.
Before Leandra leaves, she will approach the librarian. And
Okay.
says, "Good sir, I was hoping perhaps you might have a cookbook. I have a friend who collects them. I would pay you if the book is not so treasured that it can't leave your library."
He turns with a glare on his face, and when he takes in your appearance, oh, cooking, what a lovely art. Yes, right this way.
Is he still glaring?
He is not glaring anymore.
Okay.
Immediately once he takes in your face, his face turns very soft, and he has this fake smile plastered across his face.
Gotcha. Yeah, he hates us all. He will be so glad to see us go.
Perhaps you would enjoy this one, and it says it's a cookbook with many recipes based on chocolate.
Oh, you are a part of the chocolate order after all.
He snatches it away from you. How about this one? 101 uses for salt.
Oh no, I'd really prefer the chocolate one. Thank you.
Oh, are you sure?
As long as it's not poisoned chocolate.
Oh. Well, then you won't want this one. And then he goes to put it back on the shelf. I'm kidding. Here.
She will take the book.
He also hands you a couple of others based on,
I think
general
so.
cooking.
And she will make a donation to the library, as it were, of a few gold pieces.
Okay. As you take it, or as he takes it from you, he looks at the gold in his hand. I apologize for my behavior today.
And I apologize for our intrusion. I wish there had been some other way.
I'm sorry, I'm just not good with change.
No, I'm not either. It's all right.
Griff walks by in the background of their scene right now carrying a tray with all the tea that the librarian made. He's just handing it out.
Watch the steps! Don't break it!
Budrum is drinking a dainty little cup of tea and saying, "Oh, this is delightful."
Is your pinky up, Budrum?
Sorry?
Is your pinky up and extended?
Oh,
like
yeah, it is way up high. And oh, this is delightful.
She looks to Griff and then she looks back at the librarian type and she says, "He really is an ass, but he's our ass. Please forgive him."
Which one?
Yes, well. on that note.
All right.
She will take her books.
If you guys want to role play during the week, we can do that in chat, and we can recap it before the next session.
Awesome.
And yeah,
Sounds good.
I would
Sounds
also, I would also say I'm happy to role play with anyone if you do it through email, and I'll try to get on chat. But email, I can check. I can't get on anything Facebook related at work.
gotcha.
So
We might want to go ahead and do the email thing maybe as a backup, maybe, or do we?
I don't
How
know.
would
I mean,
work
just if
out?
someone wants
Eric?
to interact with Leandra, I'm perfectly happy to do so. I just
Cool.
can't do Facebook.
Sure.
What do you guys think? Do you guys just want to switch over to email? Or are you happy with Facebook?
I'm
good
happy
with
either way.
Yeah, I think the group thing, the Facebook thing works well, but like she was saying, like if I want to have a conversation with one other person, I could just message them, email, or however.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, we could do that. I would ask only that you guys, if you guys email each other, that you would keep your DM in the loop.
Absolutely.
Just so I know what's happening. So if there's anything I need to reference or expand on story-wise, I can do so. Okay, yeah, we'll abandon the Facebook chat like it's a bad habit, and we'll move over to email. Okay.
Sweet.
Awesome.
sounds
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Yep.
Everybody next week.
If anybody needs to change their email to something else, just let me know.